Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Robert O'Keefe here, founder and creator of Over 55 NJ. We're going to have a very special presentation for you today. Thanks so much for joining in. As always, we are live. And let me just check the platforms here so we are good to go. So thank you for joining us today. For those that are new to our program, we help people make educated decisions well in advance of a move, whether they're downsizing, whether they want more space, whether they've even never even been to New Jersey before. We can help start to plan ahead and start to help you navigate these decisions. So we have a lot of great resources for you. We're going to show you some resources live on this webinar. Today we have an exciting topic. We're going to go into Canal Walk in Somerset Run, Canal Walk in Somerset, New Jersey. This is a very beautiful, very extensive 55 plus community that a lot of people like. There's a lot of tons of activity here, great amenities, and different models to choose from. We're going to cover it all for you today. So if you have any questions, reach out to us on our email address. It's over55nj@gmail.com. You can also go to our website at over55nj.com to look at all the 55 plus communities in New Jersey. And if you want to schedule a call with us, go to Rock Call, which is basically the prefix of our company, ROK Call, and you can get on our calendar and start planning ahead. We have a saying that great real estate planning is done in advance. So it's never too early just to start planning ahead and start to thinking about your relocation. And so with that being said, one of the great things to do, and probably the best thing to do to get some ideas, is to go on our website. Our website is rokrealty.com. You can also get there by going to over55nj.com. So let's go into the community that we're discussing today. And I'm just going to go to our website first, show you how to navigate around. So today we are going to be talking about Canal Walk in Somerset, New Jersey, also known as Franklin Township. This is a beautiful, very extensive 55 plus community. So you can see on our website here, we have a drop-down menu of pretty much every 55 plus community you could think of here. We also segmented our searches in different facets based on what our customers are looking for. So we have pet-friendly 55 plus communities, for example. We have single families. These are for people that just want a standalone home. We have condos, if that's not really your thing. One car garage, 2-car garage. We even got 55 plus communities with golf communities, with golf courses on them. So long story short, there's just something for everybody on our site. And our website's a great way just to start getting some ideas and start getting some ideas and start saving some listings. And as you're going to see, it's all location based. So today we're going to be talking in particular about this community, Canal Walk. So let's just go and I'll just show you where this is on the map here. So it's pretty much more or less west of Staten Island. We have a lot of folks coming from Staten Island that like this community for this reason. Kind of in the middle of the state right here. It's very quiet. Not a lot to do per se. High school's right here. Lots of greenery. And not too far from the shore points either. You know, it's a little bit ways away from the shore, but definitely much closer to the shore. If by comparison you're coming from Staten Island or North Jersey even. So kind of right in the middle of the state. Lots of privacy, which is good. I'm going to show you some satellite shots here of the community. And then we're also going to look into some listings. Community comprises of over 1,200 homes. And the community was first started construction. They first started construction in 2002 and finished around 2018. So you got a lot of new builds here. In the center here is the clubhouse and the pool. So very nice here, very extensive. Looks like there's a putting green here. 2 tennis courts. And the clubhouse is very extensive. The clubhouse is generally the heart of many of these communities. And then you can see it's very insulated, very private. Streets are quiet. You don't have a lot of through traffic. Very wooded and very well planned out and constructed. So you get a lot of privacy, a lot of peace and quiet. We're going to go into just some different models. This community is pretty interesting in the fact that it has both condo communities and elevator buildings and also standalone homes. So you have a lot of diversity and some different options, some affordable options, and some even bigger options too if you want even more space. Now let's go into a few listings here. So all the listings are on our site, and we also segment the 55 plus communities by community. So currently there are 4 active listings in Canal Walk. So here we have a standalone house model. You can see it shows very well. All the listings are on our website. We won't spend too much time on this. But for example, this one is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom for $630,000. And you can see they have open houses this weekend. On that note, too, our site's a great place if you want to go and just see the open houses. We have an open house section on our website. This way you can go and see these places in person. So we have the open houses. HOA fee is $356 a month. And like I said, it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom for this one. Now, let's go into another listing. This one's a bit smaller, 1,800 square feet. What's nice about Canal Walk is there's a lot of diversity in the models. Not all the models are just cookie cutter, and there's a ton of different floor plans to choose from. And this one is listed at $679,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 2 full bathroom, 1,800 square feet. It's been on the market 6 days. Classic Ranch, HOA fee again is $356 a month. Annual taxes are relatively low, just over $10,000. And let's go through a few of the pictures here. So very functional layout. Everything is on one level, open layout here. Really relatively easy just to refinish those floors, do a paint job, take out some of the old furniture. And this one is listed at $679,000. So all the listings are on our website, and our website is a great place to go to. If you have any questions, just feel free just to write them in the chat. Now let's go into the actual community itself and some specs. So Canal Walk. So you're going to see a picture of the pool here. There's a hot tub. This is inside the clubhouse. So Canal Walk, like we said, was built between 2002 and 2018. There's 1,200 units in the whole complex. So it's a great choice for people relocating from North Jersey, also people relocating from South Jersey, Staten Island, that want to be centrally located in the middle of the state. It's very private in nature, very insulated community. Let's go into some specs here. The top 3 things to know about Canal Walk. So the biggest thing to know is all the floor plans are a little bit different. So there's elevator condominiums, there's attached townhomes, but there's also a lot of detached ranch homes, which you're going to see and which we showed you if you're on our website. So long story short, there's a ton of different models to choose from, and there's a whole lot of floor plans, which we're going to show you. So the models are either 2 or 3 bedrooms. There's first floor primary suites, open living areas. So a lot of the single family ranch homes, everything is just on one level. You don't have 2 floors to deal with, although some models do have 2 floors. And there's just a lot of different options to choose from. With over 1,200 units, there's definitely a lot of options and definitely a lot of models to choose from, just depending on what's available and what you're liking. We're seeing a lot of cash sales in the community. There's a lot of people that are selling their primary home and downsizing. So the community tends to be very competitive, and a lot of houses tend to go very quickly. Some have sunrooms and patios. We were working with a customer that wanted a certain type of sunroom layout. So, like I said, then like we keep harping on, there's just a lot to choose from within this community. One of our tips is focus on how the floor plan fits your daily routine rather than simply choosing the largest home available. Sometimes people choose a little bit more space than what they need, and you'll be surprised how simple your life could be if you can consolidate and just have everything on one floor and in just one smaller space. So, kind of reverse engineer your day. That's one of our big tips. And go about your day to day, and you may not need as much space as you would need. Let's go into some of the floor plans here. So this is the Cambridge model. It's 1,500 square feet approximately, 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. So you can see here, everything's just on one level. Everything is simplified. There's a primary bedroom, a primary bath, huge walk-in closet. This relatively newer construction. Construction started in the early 2000s, so everything's well built and everything is well put together and very functional. The floor plans are very functional in nature. Not only is there laundry, but there's storage. There's a full bathroom too on the main level. And what I like about this one is you kind of enter through the foyer. You enter into the living room and dining room. It wraps around into the kitchen. You can even open this up if you wanted. And then also there's a balcony, which is great. Just coming from a condo myself before my primary residence, we were always kind of longing for an outdoor space. We never had one. So when you're downsizing too, one of our key tips is prioritize an outdoor space. You're going to miss your yard more than you think. So just to even have like a small little balcony like this is very important. Let's go into the next floor plan. Here we have the Hampton. So this is 1,800, approximately almost 1,900 square feet. It's a 3 bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, and they also have 1 or 2 car garages. So in this one, you're going to see a little bit of a different type of style where there's 2 floors. So entryway into the great room, there's a master bedroom or a primary bedroom downstairs, which is easy. We don't have to navigate stairs to get up to your bedroom. A lot of our clients like the second floor for guest purposes or a home office purpose, just to be working on a separate floor than your living area is a lot of times just very beneficial. 1 or 2 car garage, and then a kitchen that opens out to a patio. Now let's go into the next one. We're going to show you 3 today. And we have all the floor plans on our website. So if you want to check out our website or just request a copy of the floor plans, we're happy to send those to you. Just send us a direct message or write copy in the chat. Now, the final floor plan we're going to look at is called the Sydney. This is over 2,400 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and a 2-car garage. So this is a large unit. 2,400 square feet is quite large. A lot of our clients don't even need that much space, but they have them available if you're interested in that. Same type of deal. Main living area downstairs. There's a study. There's bedrooms downstairs if you don't want to navigate stairs. And then a second huge loft and another big balcony upstairs. So long story short, there's something for everyone here. We have all the floor plans on our website. So feel free to reach out to us and we can go from there in terms of the floor plans and everything of that nature. We have all the web listings on our website to go into. Now we're going to go into more about the community and some of the amenities. So the amenities in HOA. So the HOA ranges from $356 to $603 a month, depending on the home type. Some homes include lawn care, snow removal, trash collection, and common area maintenance, while condo owners may have additional exterior maintenance included. So very key just to reach out to us and just make sure we're checking all this for you. We told the story last week of one of our clients that We were just checking different communities because some communities were requiring lawn maintenance and they didn't want to do any more lawn maintenance anymore. So very key just to check the HOA documents and start to get ahead of all this before looking. Amenities for this community include an indoor and outdoor pool, a fitness center, spa and sauna facilities, card and game rooms, whirlpool, business center, library. They have a lot of great stuff: pickleball, walking and bike paths. There's a lot to do in this community, most notably the indoor and outdoor pool. So we have clients that I had a client that specifically wanted an indoor pool. I'm saying because they swim a lot of laps, and that's their main source of exercise. But we put together a custom list for them based on indoor pools, just for this reason. And one of the key tips is when you're looking at different type of amenities like this, and if these amenities are super important to you, consider also when you're going to be using them. We found in certain communities that the pool was only open during certain hours and different seasons. So it's very important just to check this ahead of time and kind of reverse engineer your schedule. So for me, for example, I'm a morning gym person. I probably will not go to the gym in the afternoon. Just at this point, my day gets a little bit too busy. But if you're like that too, or let's say if you're the opposite and you only go to the gym later or later at night and the gym's not open, these are very important things to know. So you always want to go based on your daily schedule and then kind of look at the communities from there based on what's open for you, if you can actually use it. Because obviously, if the facilities aren't open, and you can't use it, they just become fruitless and just an advertisement that doesn't really benefit you. So just kind of a pro tip there, just to reverse engineer your daily schedule, imagine your day-to-day life, and then match the communities with our help based on kind of how you want that to look like and flow together. Um, Pro tip is obviously always ask for the HOA information, but a bigger pro tip, reverse engineer and see how that fits into your schedule. Let's take a look at some shots of the amenities. So they have a gym here, which is beautiful. Looks like equipment, looks like actually the gym I go to. The amenities in HOA. So here's the indoor pool. Looks like they have two lap lanes here. And the outdoor pool, absolutely spectacular. They have chairs out in the summertime. Looks absolutely beautiful and just definitely something to see in person. Billiards room. This is the great room here where they have clubs and activities, cards, things of that nature. Gazebo for outdoor gatherings. A lot of good shots here. Then, of course, tennis and pickleball. They have a lot of great activities for active people. So finally, we're going to finish up with the location and community rules. So located in Franklin Township, also known as Somerset Township, residents enjoy easy access to New Brunswick, Princeton, shopping, some of the shore points. There's a lot of great doctor facilities around there. Major highways can get you back to Staten Island very easily, or North and South Jersey. NJ Transit is there too. Parks and recreation areas. It's a very centralized part of the state that's very convenient. And a lot of times people like being there just because they have access to everything. And it's very easy to get to a lot of places. The rules, which is the most common one we see, is that at least one person must be over the age of 55 to reside in the community. Residents under 19 years old are not permitted to live in the community permanently. So it is an adult community. And that's generally what we see in a lot of these communities. Every HOA community has different rules. We don't make them. And obviously, they're subject to change. Pets are allowed, but breed size, number, and other restrictions may apply. So one of the things we do before we start looking is we start to reverse engineer what kind of pets you have, what type of lifestyle you want to have. We were just doing a transaction in an HOA community that capped the amount of pets at 2 per unit. So very important to understand these things. If you have more than 2 pets, this is something you want to know ahead of time so you can start narrowing down your options and start being aware of this. Tip is review the HOA rules for age, pest gets, rentals, maintenance. I would start to make a checklist of what you want your retirement to be, how many pets you have, the activities you want to do. And then with our help, we can start putting together a list of searches for you. We can set you up with a search alert based on these communities. And some of our customers study, relax, sit back, and kind of window shop online 2 to 3 years in advance at times. And this way, they have like a great idea of when it's time to pull the trigger. They can absolutely move forward with confidence, just knowing that they watch the community and they know what's there, and they know that these communities fit their lifestyle. So if you want an individual consultation like this, we're happy to put this together for you. Go to rockcall.com and you can schedule a time to speak to us, or send an email at your convenience at over55nj@gmail.com. And that's another way to get in touch with us. So comment for a copy. We have a free guide for the community for you. We have the guidelines, the HOA information, the clubhouse and amenity details. We have a lot of the floor plans there if you're interested. Just write copy in the comments. Feel free to send us a direct message as well. We're happy to send you a copy of our guide here. If you want another community, if you want us to cover another community for you, feel free to reach out as well. We're happy to do that. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. Our contact info is over55nj@gmail.com. You can also go to our website at over55nj.com. And also you can schedule a call, like we said, at rokcall.com. So we'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. We greatly appreciate it. Like you said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'd absolutely love to hear from you and answer your questions. If you feel like we missed something, feel free to send that over as well. And we'll be happy to either answer the question or do the research for you so you can have the answer to that question. Make it a great day. We'll see you on the next video, and have a great rest of your summer. We'll see you next week.